Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video, here to give you guys an update on an upcoming PlayStation PC title. It looks like it's already finished, but for whatever reason, Sony is keeping it in the can. It's a pretty notable game that I have my mixed opinions on. You guys probably can figure it out by that description. But also, we do have an update on Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut as Patch 3 has dropped. A lot of PlayStation talk on this channel. Well, PlayStation and PC is a big aspect of PC gaming these days. Not all good, but you know what? It's a big discussion point nonetheless. Alright, first of all, the PC version of The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered is apparently completed. This is coming from Deal Labs user Biblikun, who has been on the money as far as talking about PlayStation PC reveals, PlayStation Plus reveals, just a lot of stuff. According to the insider's sources, development on the PC version started all the way back in 2021, a year after the initial game's release, which actually makes a lot of sense given right after the release of The Last of Us Part 2 is when we saw the first PlayStation PC title in Horizon Zero Dawn, and you know, that kind of paved the way for titles like Days Gone, God of War, and 2021 was when the ball really started to get rolling as far as PlayStation making this transition, and then 2022, it just was full steam ahead. It was noted, what's more, and this is the most important piece of information in this article, we believe that the game's development is well and truly complete, dating back to at least November of 2023. Speculation could be that they're keeping this in the can. First of all, they usually like to space out the releases of the PlayStation and PC releases, even if it's a remaster. Remember, Last of Us Part 1 didn't come out until 6 months after the original game's Part 1 remastered release on PlayStation 5. On top of that, they might want to capitalize on propelling it with the momentum of the Last of Us TV show, which, if I remember correctly, Last of Us Part 1 came out right around the time as the TV show was airing or finishing up. Let me at least find out the exact dates of everything. Last of Us, the show, first episode aired January 15th, and I imagine it would have wrapped up in March if it was an 8-episode show. I haven't seen the show myself, that's why I'm a little... It's a 9-episode show, and yeah, it would have wrapped up on March the 12th, and I believe that was right before... Let's look up when Part 1 came out. PC release date. I want to say it was right around March 28th of 2023, so 2 weeks after the show wrapped up, we had the release of the PC version. The show had a high level of interest, and they parlayed that by keeping Last of Us in the news cycle with releasing the PC release. Now, the PC release was an absolute train wreck, so that wasn't ideal, but hopefully, you know, that's what they're looking at with Last of Us Part 2 as far as releasing it on PC. Now, to get to brass tacks, let's be honest, you guys probably know my feelings on Last of Us Part 2. I do not like the game. Obviously, from a technical standpoint, from a visual standpoint, from even a gameplay standpoint, the game is incredibly well designed. Like, I'm not taking anything away from it, but Last of Us is obviously heralded for its incredibly compelling narrative, and to not give away spoilers, let's just say there were some narrative decisions that annoyed people. Look, at this point, like, me talking about... You guys can probably come to a conclusion if you somehow have avoided Last of Us Part 2 spoilers for this long. You could probably come to a conclusion what I'm talking about. But, nevertheless, it is just narratively not great, and even outside of that, some of the decision-making in this game was just ridiculous, in my opinion. I will say, the no-return component that was added to Last of Us Part 2 Remastered, that is quite good. I will give that its credit, and while I don't think that justifies, let's say, buying the entire game, again, a lot of people liked Last of Us Part 2. I always like to say that, yes, I have my opinions on Last of Us Part 2, but the game did get incredibly good reviews, however, you know, much you want to weigh critic reviews these days, and there are people that really, really enjoyed the game. I just am not one of them, and there is certainly a vocal audience that voices their displeasure about Last of Us Part 2, your boy being one of them, and I don't know if it's a vocal minority situation, but obviously Last of Us Part 2 did sell incredibly well. I am very curious to see how Last of Us Part 3 does. I imagine it's going to crush it from a commercial sales numbers standpoint, but if anything was going to annoy people and push them away from an incredible IP like Last of Us, I feel like the narrative decision in Last of Us Part 2 could have had a negative impact, but given the success of the television show, given the popularity of the IP, if they do a Part 3, it is going to crush it. Like, let's not fool ourselves. Let's not kid ourselves into thinking it wouldn't be gigantic. But nevertheless, Part 2 hopefully coming out on PC. I would imagine in 2025, because this year, already packed. You had the release of Forbidden West, Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut, God of War Ragnarok. You had Helldivers 2 earlier this year. That's a game. You actually had 2 games every quarter, but you had 4 games for the entirety of the year. You had a game in February, in March, you had a game in July. You're gonna have Concord in August for the 2 people that are gonna play it, and then you have God of War Ragnarok in September. Like, PlayStation's putting out a lot of content on PC. That cannot be taken away from them. I don't know if we're gonna get years like this regularly, because at some point they're gonna exhaust the level of content that they can put out. Next year, I imagine the big releases are gonna be Last of Us Part 2, and Spider-Man 2. Like, that makes sense as the big releases. Maybe, like, Fair Game as another one. That's another live service game. Like, Concord will be dead by the time Fair Game comes out, so that will be interesting. But, yeah, those are the 3. And maybe, throw in Gravity Rush Remastered in there as well. Gravity Rush 2 Remastered. Ideally do both, but a Gravity Rush as well. Guys, that's a solid 4-pack of games to put out. Like, Fair Game is what it is. It's kind of nonsense. But Spider-Man 2, Last of Us Part 2, Gravity Rush, bro, I'm all in on that. But all of those games are going to require account linking, so that's a little bit of a bummer. But lastly, I do want to note Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut Patch 3 release has been noted. It came out yesterday. Patch 3 is available now for Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut on PC. This update fixes several issues that have been reported by the community and includes stability improvements based on the data from our crash reporting system and user feedback. Now, the port, in my experience, has been quite good. We've made changes to address audio cutoff. I have noted the audio issues being a thing. A couple of my boys mentioned that to me. And then improved game stability for players using an AMD RX 7000 series. One of the bugs my boy had with his AMD GPU, he's like the only friend I have that has an AMD GPU, to be honest, but he had like a flickering black screen, and it seems like it was related to his drivers, and it was a common issue. The post continues, we are grateful that so many players on PC are discovering the beautiful island of Tsushima, and we really appreciate all the feedback that has helped us to further improve the game so far. The team at Nix's and Sucker Punch continue to monitor feedback and work on updates. So, again, improvements to address audio cutting out in certain situations, various stability improvements, updated the PlayStation PC SDK to version 2.16 with improved compatibility for Windows 11, fixed an issue that could cause the game to start with a black screen, fixed issues that could occur when combining HDR with exclusive full screen. The sword glint effect now works correctly in photo mode. Opening photo mode with an Xbox or Steam Deck controller no longer also takes a screenshot. The Moment in Time achievement unlocks correctly when using a mouse. Very random bug there. Mouse and keyboard prompts for Heavenly Strike are now displayed correctly in Legends mode. Various visual bug fixes and various user interface bug fixes. Look, Ghost of Tsushima obviously had quite a bit of controversy with its PSN account linking requirement, and that's only going to ramp up with future titles, but the game itself is tremendous, so if you can look past that and you can look past Sony's nonsense, I would highly, highly recommend the game. So that'll do it for me, and I'll leave a link in the description box below where you can get it a little bit cheaper if you are a Green Man Gaming XP subscriber. If you want to check it out, again, get it at a little bit of a discount if you're interested. But that'll do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. As always, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.